Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So anyways, I was talking about the song Victoria's Secret yesterday. And, I just wanted to say, when I was a teen, I actually did struggle with weight issues. I mentioned about the fashion show that I was in when I was a teen. I was like around 14, and I was the biggest of all the girls. I was a size large, but I was the biggest of all the girls. And, back then I was quite uncomfortable. Like, I couldn't wear t shirts and all that without having to have a jacket on because I actually thought I was heavy, you know. And now when I look back, I wasn't really heavy. I mean, I wasn't bad like I thought I was. And it was like back then, you wanted to be like the other girls. Like thin was in, and that's how they portrayed it. And I wanted to be like that. But I would wear jackets because I always thought I was like so fat and everything else back then. And now when I think about it, I wasn't really at all. I wasn't that bad. I mean, a size large, that's not that bad for back then. And, after now, well, after like, in my adult years, when you're in the plus size, you look back and you think a size large was nothing really. I mean, having been like plus size, I've appreciate the way, that now I'm not into plus size. Now I'm out of plus size and I'm into normal sizes now. But back then, the size large, I felt like I was fat, you know, and I think back and now, and it's like, what was I thinking? I would wear jackets, I would wear shirts, I would wear anything that would cover my body because I wasn't comfortable with it. And so when I look back, it's like, I've changed a lot since then, and I've learned over the years, that I've I've come a long way. Like the scars from back then. Like always thinking that that you know I was big back then, and compared to how I did get big, and now I'm losing weight, and it's been a challenge. It's I've come a long way since my weight loss journey, and so when I look at myself now, I appreciate the fact that I've fought a lot of weight loss battles. I've done a lot to get to where I am now, and when I think back to it, it's been a long journey, and I'm happy of how far I've come. You know, I'm not embarrassed like I used to be. And you grow when you get older, but you know, back then, if I could go back and tell my younger self, I would have said like, you're good the way you are. You're you're not you're not fat like you thought you were. You're not. You know, go ahead, wear t-shirts. Just enjoy life. Like, don't let anyone judge you. And I mean, when I was a kid, I was like that. Where I when I think that I was fat and I would wear stuff to kind of cover up. When I think about it, I wasn't. You know, and that's the way society was back when I was younger. And now that I'm older, it's like, you know what? I'm embracing everything. I'm embracing my weight loss. I'm embracing how far I've come, and I'm quite proud of how far I've come. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. Um, I wanted to kind of open up about my weight loss journey. I mean, I I actually got to be. I was like, my biggest size was like 2XL, and for me to be that size, I hated it. And one day I was actually walking after work, and I had fallen on a hill, and like just going up a side of a hill, and I fell in the snow, and I was too big to even lift myself up. Like, believe me, it was hard for me to try to lift myself up. And I had to crawl on my knees over to a post and pull myself up. And that was the last straw. And since I've lost weight, I can do it on my own now. And back then, I couldn't cross my legs because I was too big for that. Now I can. And, that's a journey of life of losing weight. And so, nobody should ever like think differently of themselves. You know, you should appreciate who you are, appreciate that you wake up every morning, because some people don't get the chance. So just look at your life, like you learn to appreciate it all, because like tomorrow's never promised. So I've my eyes are really open to now, where I appreciate it. I look at myself after my weight loss and I'm like, you know what, I'm doing well. No matter what, I'm doing well. I've lost weight. I've come a long ways. And, I'm not where I need to be yet, but I'm going to get there someday. And it takes baby steps, So, anyways, you guys, I just wanted to come out about that and talk a little bit more about, how I felt as a kid. And now it's like, you know, now I look at myself and I see in the way I lost, and I appreciate the size I'm in, and I appreciate the fact that I've lost weight, and I see the scars from my weight loss journey, and I see it as a battle, that I fought this battle and I'm moving forward and I'm gonna win, and I'm really hoping that others will see it at my perspective and be able to appreciate yourself and love yourself, because that's what life's about. Loving yourself and seeing how far you've come no matter the battles. So that's my message for today, guys. Lots of love, light.